Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you something that I purchased on Amazon to replace this right here. What I have going on right here is not working. It's my dust collection Cyclone that I purchased, and I thought I had a really good idea. Somebody in my neighborhood was getting rid of these right here. So I got these cool canisters. They are cardboard. They basically have a top that you can remove like this. You can take them off. And you can see I actually have dust down there already. Let me put this back on here. It's kind of a pain in the tail. But there is a problem with that right there. I don't want a giant, I don't have a whole lot of space in my workshop, as you can see. So I didn't want a giant tub or container like a big regular garbage can or anything like that. This was kind of perfect because it was narrow. It's only about 15 inches and maybe about 24 inches tall. This was exactly the size that I wanted. So I tried it out. It worked for a little bit, but let me show you what happens to this container right now. Hold on, here we go. When I turn on the vacuum, now this might get kind of loud. I'm going to show you what happens to this container. It didn't do this right away, but pretty much about after maybe 2 uses in, it does this. This is a problem. It doesn't work. There's just too much pressure with the shop vac that it sucks everything in, and now this is a no good container. So what we're going to do is I purchased on Amazon over here in some boxes, something hopefully that'll fix this, that's going to be a little bit more stronger. So let's go over here to the boxes, check it out, see what I ordered and how I'm going to hopefully resolve this. The other thing was my hose. I didn't have a long enough hose. This thing is maybe 8 feet, so I ordered another hose. Again, so let's go over here, check it out, see what I got to fix my problem. Here we go. Okay, so in these boxes, I have 2 things. I have a hose and hopefully a new container that is going to be a lot stronger than that cardboard. So let's go ahead and check it out, see what I got. Now, mind you, I haven't opened this up or checked it out, so you're going to see with me. Aha, there it is. Perfect. So this is a 14-gallon food-safe container that is going to be a lot stronger. There's no way that this is going to collapse. Also, on the top right here, it has a flat bottom, which is going to, the Dust Deputy should be able to go in there perfectly. I just got to cut the holes, and we should be good. I hope I ordered the right size hose as well. There it is. So in here, I also have a 20-foot hose, which now should reach from one end of the shop to the other. Yeah, pretty excited about that. Let's go ahead and get this hole cut out and get the Dust Deputy installed and go from there. Here we go. All right, guys, now that I went ahead and got that off, I got the Dust Deputy off of the old one, what I'm going to do is now transfer this circle onto the lid of the new container, and then I will cut out and drill out the new holes for this Dust Deputy, and we should be good. What I'll do is I will put a link in the description if you're interested in any of these things. I think this whole setup, basically with the hose, this, and the Dust Deputy, cost me about 120 bucks. So not a bad deal, a little bit more than I wanted to spend. I'm sure you can find these online or something like that, or use a different container, but I did splurge a little bit on the container itself, which was about 50 bucks. That's pretty much the most expensive thing, honestly, was this container, but it's exactly what I was looking for. All right, let's go ahead and cut the hole. All right, now I went ahead and got the hole cut out inside of my container, and it doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to do the job. So now that this gasket that came with the Dust Deputy, I'll go ahead and put this on, and then we'll go ahead and screw it back together, and then we should be good to go to get this thing tested out. It won't take much longer, so probably about 5 minutes, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So let's go ahead and get this screwed on. Oops. All right, guys, I went ahead and got the Dust Cyclone, the Dust Deputy, onto the container, the 14-gallon drum, and hopefully this thing should work out just as I planned. And now I should be able to reach anywhere in this part of the shop without any problem because it is a 20-foot hose. So, all right, let's go ahead and get that piece of garbage out of the way, and then let's go ahead and get this back where it needs to be, and we should be ready to rock and roll. All right, guys, so I went ahead and I got the hose all hooked up. We are good to go. So now I can turn this thing on, and I'm going to put my hand over top of this, and we're going to see how this does. So, all right, without further ado, let's go ahead and do it. That is perfect. All right, guys, so now that I know that that works, what I'm going to do is let's see what's up inside of that shop vac, and we'll see what the Dust Cyclone actually collects instead of the actual shop vac. So let's go ahead and check that out. All right, so let's clip this up here. All right, so you can see I do have a little bit of dust in here, just a little bit. I think what we'll do is let's go ahead and empty this out and kind of get it nice and cleaned up. That way, when I do some cleaning, we can come back and check to see what this Dust Cyclone actually collects and bypasses so that it doesn't go into this right here. All right, you can see I went ahead and emptied out the container. You can see that there's not very much in this. It's pretty empty. Put the lid back on here. Go ahead and connect our hose back up. I tell you what, I got a big pile of dust right up underneath my rigid table saw, and I also have some back here. We're going to go ahead and suck all that up, and we'll check how much actually was collected into that opposed to that. All right, everybody, that is it. I got everything cleaned up there. I got everything cleaned up over here. And now I'm kind of curious to see. So let's go ahead and open this up together. Let's check it out, see what's up on that. And then we're going to go ahead and see what's up on the inside of that. And we'll go ahead and check it out and see how this Dust Deputy did. So let's go ahead and do it. So let's just unclamp that one. This one here. Oh, look at that. There's very little on the inside. Just as before, there's a little bit in that corner. Nothing crazy, but I also have a bunch on this as well, so some of that might have actually jumped off. Let's go ahead and open this up, and we'll go ahead and just set that, yeah, like that. Oh, look at that. All of that dust is now inside of this container. Whew. Okay, now I just got dust everywhere. But that's the whole point. I got everything inside this container. Now I can throw it out. The good thing about this size container is it is only 14 gallons. It's not going to get overly crazy full or anything like that. So I'll know to change this out regularly. Let's go ahead and put this back on. All right, the last thing I need to do is just get some kind of hose management, which I think what I'll do is something similar to this one hanging because I don't need it anymore. Ooh. Nope, that ain't gonna work. I think I got another plan. I went ahead and bought these hooks. These are for my ladder. I have 2 of them. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace this hook right here with this hook. All right, there it is. So now it's pretty much set up. I got my vac, I got my hose that will now reach pretty much anywhere in the shop. It's a 20-foot hose. I have my Cyclone, which is really awesome because you saw what it collected. It collected pretty much all of the sawdust. I would say at least 97%, 98% of that sawdust that I sucked up. It is good to go. So that is it. All right, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description to these pieces that actually it took to build this. The hose I got on Amazon, the Dust Cyclone I got on Amazon, as well as the 14-gallon container. Now, the container was a little bit more than I wanted to spend again, but you know what? For 50 bucks, it was exactly what I wanted. Anything larger just would have been way too big for this shop. I think what I might do is eventually I might do an all-in-one rolling system for this with the hanger and the container and the shop vac all connected into one. But for now, this thing is pretty good for what I need for my workshop. So I will put a link in the description for all of the parts for this. Again, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Put a comment down below what you think of this little project and how I kind of upgraded now my dust collection system because it was much needed. And if you have not yet, hit that bell button. That way you get notified of all of my newest videos. And until that next video, make sure y'all do one thing. Stay awesome. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.